Father Stan Fortuna is a Franciscan Catholic priest. He is also an accomplished singer, songwriter, and musician. He is best known for using rap music to reach the young people in his South Bronx neighborhood.
I mean, music is just a part of my life. It's a gift God gave me, and it's just the way I express myself. And then when I have Christ inside of me, and I have the truth of Christ and the truth of the teachings of the church inside of me, it's a powerful means for it to be expressed in a language that people can understand.
Well, Stan, we're watching a clip from a concert that you did here in Mississauga a couple years ago. We taped it and we show it here on Salt and Light Television a few times. And I just want to maybe a quick question, because what you do is something that a lot of people haven't seen before in terms of, you know, using the little sampler. You lay down a guitar track, put down the guitar keeps playing, you use your bass, lay down the bass track, put that away. Sometimes you go to the keyboard or you do a little percussion on the guitar, and then you sing. Is this, you seem very at home in that kind of environment.
Absolutely, it's like cooking, you know? I mean, it's like you just, when you're in the kitchen and you got the ingredients, you know, you put your fresh garlic, you get a little of this, a little of that, you put it in and make it taste good, you know? So it's a good thing.
Do you ever get a chance to perform with other artists, other musicians?
Yeah, on occasion. On occasion. A lot of times I'm out there myself. It's a question of money, you know.
Right.
I got musicians that I can take with me.
Yeah.
But I would have to pay them, you know. With more people, more money,
Right.
more food, more seats on the airplane, more beds to sleep, you know.
Right.
So when I go myself, it doesn't compromise the message, and unfortunately, it compromises what we can do from a musical point of view. But that's not the most important thing.
The most important thing is?
The most important thing is the message.
The message. Now, sometimes you do perform and the focus is the music, like when you do some of the jazz music with the Lenny Tristano trio?
Yeah, Scola Tristano.
Scola
Yeah,
Tristano.
even then, but then even for me, it's the message. You know, if I go, oh, I know, there's a message there.
Right, right. And this
People might not know what the heck I'm doing. They say, does he feel okay? Is everything all right? But I mean, it's the message,
rope,
man.
yeah.
It's the message, because the message comes out. The message is love, and love comes out in many different ways.
Now, there's many different ways, and I think a lot of people think of you as, you know, the rapping priest or the jazz guy, the bass player, the musician. But there's more to Father Stan Fortuna.
Oh, it is a lot more. Sure.
I know that you have a book coming out. A lot of people maybe don't know. Father Stan has two books already out. You Got to Believe and You Got to Pray.
Right.
And we're working on a third book titled
You Got to Love.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, it's actually an awesome event for me, because God's just doing a lot of new stuff in my life right now.
Yeah.
And then the book has been brewing, you know, simmering in the fire of my heart for quite a while. And with the passing of the great John Paul, with the passing the baton to our new Holy Father B16, you know, when he releases and completes the encyclical on love that John Paul started, you know, right as it comes out, and even right to now, the message that he came out with for Lent for this year, and the message for World Youth Day. I mean, he's constantly coming back to the love thing, so, because that's everything, you know, and it's the high point. So it's just, so the providence of God is just doing amazing things in my life and in the world around me. And the fact that the book is coming out simultaneous with that, it's pretty intense experience for me.
Would you describe the book sort of your own personal reflections, or is it sort of unpacking of the church teaching on love? Or?
Well, the book is called You Got to Love, a Millennial Manual.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it's going to involve scriptures, teachings of the church, teachings of the saints. It's going to have a lot of questions, a lot of provocations. It's going to be informative. It's going to be a lot of information on here. It's orientated towards youth, but like the other two books, the adults like reading them more than the kids do. Because they can understand it.
Exactly. So it's a great book that's for young people or for the youth ministers or the parents.
It's for anybody. It's for everybody. Whoever can know how to read. And if somebody don't know how to read, they get the book and they read it to you. Or they can they can record it and make a tape of the book.
Now, how does this third book compare maybe to the first two? Are the first two the same kind of approach to?
Well, if it's coming from me, it's the same kind of approach. I just jump in head first. So. And I'm jumping into John Paul. I'm jumping into the Bible. I'm jumping into the teachings of the church. So.
Is the progression sort of maybe reflecting a progression in your own spirituality? Like first you have to believe, then you have to pray. Is that?
Well, it's not that systematic. I'm not like a systematic guy, even though there is a systematic dimension to it. It's just how it's unfolding, you know.
There's also a new album on the works.
Yeah, I got a couple of them there, but the one that's on the forefront is a thing called Francesco Chill Out.
Okay.
So it's going to be an instrumental instrumental album.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, maybe
nice.
some
That's a
lyrics on
different
there,
thing.
you know, if
Yeah.
some things come along, but it's going to be largely instrumental.
Now, and that's different from what you've done before.
Correct. I've never really had a whole album that was instrumental.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much going to be probably 90% instrumental, maybe more.
And is it mostly kind of jazzy or?
You name it, it's going to be there.
It's going to be there.
Yeah.
Any song titles that you want to share with us, or?
Well, there's going to be one thing, Open the Rose. There's going to be a thing called Fresh Eggs and Fish.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, which is just like a fun song, you know.
Yeah,
Because a friend of mine, you know, when he was growing up, as a boy, you know, he used to sell fresh eggs and fish. So he'd be walking down the street and saying, fresh eggs and fish, you know.
Yeah.
So I had this thing, I said, I'm going to do a song one of these days called Fresh Eggs and Fish. And it's like just, it's a very light-hearted, like groove-orientated thing, yeah. It's going to be fun.
Is it only you on the album? You have other artists?
No, I'm going to have other people helping me, you know,
Good.
percussionists and some horn players and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool. Now, I also hear that you're going to Australia.
Yeah, I'm going to
soon.
Australia, yeah, next month for this year, 2007, to kind of, they got me touring across the country, doing concerts and kind of trying to pave the way for both the culture, the media, as well as the church and the young people for World Youth Day in Sydney, Australia, 2008.
So, how long are you going to be there?
I won't be there like a week, but they're going to have me do a month's work in a week.
You're touring the whole country in a week?
Yeah.
And so the World Youth Day Committee brought you over to kind of...
Yeah, they cut me...
to check you out to see if you're any good?
Well, I don't know. They probably might, I don't know. You know, I guess if they didn't think that, they probably wouldn't have invited me. But they're gonna put me to work, though. That's for sure.
That's good. Well, that's good. You're no stranger to work or.
No, work is beautiful, man. It elevates the soul, gets them closer to God.
Nice. But you're not stranger to World Youth Day either.
No.
Right? You were.
Yeah, I've been to a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were here in Toronto, I know.
Yeah, here in Toronto.
And you were in Cologne.
I was in Cologne.
Denver.
Denver.
Yeah. Any memories?
JP2 all the way, all the time.
All the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I also was in Paris, in the Philippines, and Manila. I was for the Thriller in Manila when they had they stopped counting after 5 million.
Yes, I remember. Wow, yeah, I don't think I was born yet.
Oh, that's okay. I was there for you, so I was praying for you, yeah.
Good, well, it'll be fun maybe to see you in Australia. Because if you're going now, presumably you're going to be able to go next year.
Yeah, if I'm still here, if I'm still on the planet, and if they want me to go, I'll be there.
Okay, now we've been talking with Father Stan Fortuna. Too brief, my friend. We're going to have to do this again next time you're around. Thank you, and thank you for being with us. We're going to leave you with a portion of Father Stan's video, Everybody Gotta Suffer. So thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time on Catholic Focus.
Everybody. Some brothers think that they was born only to die, ready to die, willing to kill and crucify with the make-believe fantasy violent life of a thug. They didn't realize it was their own grave that they dug with vulgar intelligent rhymes. They confused on the same CD. They wonder if God will excuse fascination, guns, clips and chicks. I can't explain, but I know they all be suffering, can't deal with the pain. Every move they make is a calculated step. It brings them one step closer to embracing early death. Looking back, one brother wished he was killed as a baby. They all trapped in a thug storm. It got them going crazy. Some of y'all got gifts. I give you props for your skills. Gotta chill, but still knock off the thrill to kill. Too much talent already been wasted. I thank God for y'all, know you're appreciated. You think that you're the only one that gotta suffer? Ain't just you. You think that you're the only one with pain to suffer? Everybody got a thing they gotta suffer. Rich or poor, don't matter, gotta suffer. You think that you're the only one that gotta suffer? Ain't just you. You think that you're the only one with pain to suffer? Everybody got a thing they gotta suffer. Rich or poor, don't matter, gotta suffer. Everybody. I don't think the thug thing is cool, I think the thug thing is cool. Check out what happened to the boy in the park. He was just 8 years old, the thug drug dealer chasing down another thug brother. Ran into the park, there was the boy with his mother. For the sake of fronting presidential Benjamin Greed, the kid caught a stray in the face and started to bleed. That Saturday, a tragic day, a boy had to die. What do you say to the mother when she comes screaming while they entertain?